All right, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap. This is the post-credits episode. We're gonna try and just find some stuff. Like I mentioned before, um, I've not looked up where the other charms are. I reckon we'll kind of just look around until we find them. So let's see. We've found one. We found one at the far end of the lava area, so that feels like a check mark. We know that there's the one right here. Let's go ahead and do this. Where was the other one we found? I've forgotten this. Gosh, you don't play for like 2 days, and all of a sudden your brain just goes empty. Right, the one down here to the right. No, that was something else. So let's do. There's a spot down here that I find very suspicious. So let's run through that, and we'll just see what we can find. Okay, not a great start. So rusty. Oh god. It's only been like 3 days. Like, there's no excuse for me to be as rusty as I am. Oh, you know, I should check. Yeah, I'm on the wrong shield. I don't really know what I would need money for now. Like, actually, no, scratch that. I do know what I need money for. There's several pieces of armor that we haven't gotten yet. There's armor, a sword, and a shield, so... Yeah, this might be a little bit of a wonky episode. Alright, so here's the hidden, finger quotes hidden. Actually, how hidden is it? Alright, so it's less hidden in the remake than it was in the original, which is interesting. Alright, I should have just gone. It's fine. Barely taking any damage. Alright, so... The actual spot that I'm thinking of is still coming up. It's a good thing that the lion is so durable, because... Alright, here. This spot feels so suspicious to me. let's try as the mouse. There was a secret here. Ooh, nice. Alright, so that actually wasn't that useful a secret, which is interesting. Like, useful in that, like, hey, we got a blue potion out of it, and I need blue potions, but like, that wasn't like, you know, a new heart or anything. Nor was it a secret. That enemy has a pretty good chance of dropping a blue potion, because I think that's the third blue potion we've gotten from him. Alright, let's check this area really thorough. You know what we haven't done? Can we... Oh my god. Go through the door. Ah, okay. What do you got? Let's open the chest first. Bunch of cash, great. Wow, got more boomerangs now than I think we've had the entire game. Ah, Hades armor. Ancient underworld design for mortals only. For mortals only. I'm thinking that's purely flavor text, but... Have a long life, my friend. Alright, cool. That means we now have all the armor. Sweet. 63 defense plus special. Do we think it's like an extra life? For mortals only? I mean, it's worse on just like pure defense than the legendary armor. So I guess we'll stick with legendary, but if we come close to dying, I'll switch back. Alright, where's this gonna pop us out? All the way back here. Do I think there's secrets in the Daimyo Temple? Because we only found the one, and that felt a little suspicious to me. And that was at, like, literally the very end, like, next to the tail end. There's that whole bit on the outside of the Daimyo Temple that I don't think we found any secrets for, and that feels suspicious to me. So, tell y'all what, I'm going to cut out me running there, because it's the same thing that you literally just watched, and I'll see you just past where we just were. Alright, so we're back here. Let's really quickly just double check that there's nothing else up here. I don't think there is, but... tricky. Alright. Huh, interesting. Ah, but they're the little, like, decorative fish things. Alright. In here, do I think there's gonna be any secret stuff? Because it feels weird that we never found any secret anything, you know? the little like jittering that you see, like the character not moving very smoothly, that's me like tapping up to see like, hey, is there anything here? Right here feels... There's... Interesting that the stacked rocks are slightly... Like, they are there in the original, but they're, like, slightly different places. Alright, something that we haven't tried, which feels possible, is, these rocks. Really, nothing. It felt like there might be a door on top of this, you know? Nothing over here. Huh. I don't know. That... I don't know, man. Feels pretty sus. Alright, I'm back. I've decided to cut out me running around the Daimyo Temple because nothing interesting happened. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the beach. Beach episode time. We haven't been to the beach in a while, and I don't think we've found anything there, so, you know, maybe. I should have transformed into Piranha Man, but... Right, there's the door there. I'm just literally, like, walking down, hitting up. I'll be honest, I don't love this whole, like, there's doors that are just invisible and you just gotta hit up in the right place. Like, it shot. Habit kicked in. Like, it just feels so arbitrary, and it doesn't really feel like you found it, you know? It feels like you got lucky. Do the underwater section later. I'm really hoping that there's not, like, doors that only open when you're a particular form. Like, there's obviously, like, some stuff with Mouse Man where, like, you can where only Mouse Man can fit in certain holes, and that's fine. Alright. We have, at this point, pressed up in basically every spot that we could. Let's see if we can fly out. Anywhere? It's interesting, side note, that there's this ship, and in the original art, it's kind of hard to tell what it even is, but I think it's supposed to be the bottom of the ship. And in this one, it's not. They're two separate ships. just like character-specific doors. I don't think so. Like that feels so like but okay, that tracks. That is actually interesting though, because that tells us so like we can't fly out right here, but we can fly out right here. So you can have aerial exits that are particular to specific spots. Alright, so we got the door here. This is just a chest, if I remember correctly. Oh no, it's a shop. Here. There was something there. Oh my god. Alright, well, we found Piranha Man's thing. These crabs are very tough. Hold on, let's check our weapons. So with Piranha Man, 100. Yeah, so legendary armor is the best choice for that. Interesting that the Night Shield, which explicitly says feathered creatures, is high defense for him. Crystal Shield, though. Alright, and then we can't change our stuff, so 205. Alright, cool. That'll be what we do. That hurts me? Get me out of here, get me out of here. Do we think there's a chance that there's gonna... Oh, give me up, give me up. That guy's doing way more damage than I want to deal with. Ooh, Gi. Alright. That worked out. Another boomerang. Fairly shocked by that. Oh. Alright, great. Got the Piranha Man stone. Alright, so now... Oh. Now we come to an interesting question. That was really early in the beach area. So do I think there's more stuff at the beach? Kinda do. Let's keep going. Like that was just so early in the sequence, you know? You know what I should be using is all of these boomerangs that I've got. He says, and then completely whiffs. Actually, before we go this way, because that's gonna be, gonna take us towards the pirate ship. Let's get this area knocked out. Come on. know about that door. I think Piranha Man really has some... He got done dirty in terms of his hitboxes. I feel like the little clams there are sort of like hinting at like there's nothing here, because it would overlap. I could be entirely wrong. Like that would be a hell of a trick, you know? Alright, so that does it for down here, I think. Pretty sure we've covered everything over here. So now, we'll pop down in here. See if we can find it. It being the presumed... Come on, game. I'm just trying to kill this. And if it's like a, you know, invisible in the midair underwater kind of door, then yeah, we'll have to like find that via a guide. But really do feel like Piranha Man got done dirty with his hitboxes. Because he's a weird height. His shield has some like kind of unfortunate height stuff, and his range isn't good. So yeah, I don't know. Well, no. Okay, doors are always, as far as we know, a 2x2 grid size. So... I'm not gonna check in between blocks for a door. I don't even remember what that spot holds. What did you hold? I think I'm okay. Got a lot of defense, we got a lot of hearts to spare. Theoretically, we'll find more as we go. It would be just like the developers to like position some enemies, so you need to so you need to like hit a spot, but you like rush through the spot. Like that. Like if they hit a door in there, oh man, I would be so mad. Alright. I feel like we can reasonably safely say nothing else underwater. know. I've got like a gut feeling that I'm wrong there. Maybe I'm remembering something from my original playthrough years and years ago, but I don't know. So, where does that leave? Found the one in the desert. We found the one at the beach. We found the one at the lava area. It does feel like I missed something. The daimyo area. Even though we did find like the hidden door and stuff, but I stepped all the way through the temple and was like, nothing. So, I guess at this point, I am going to concede defeat because I've been playing for longer than you've seen in this recording. Gonna go get some water and decide whether or not I'm going to look at a guide and use that. So, be right back. Alright, I'm back. I am somewhat better hydrated. And I've decided, yeah, I'm going to look at a guide. So, here we go. Pull this up. I pulled it up before I hit the record button again. And, okay. The Lion Man Charmstone is also at the beach. Son of a bitch. But in a different area from where Piranha Man's Charmstone was. Yeah, of course. Head to the beach. This time look right and then drop down when you reach the screen from the picture below. Okay, I recognize it. Once you're underwater, go right and drop them between the first and second pillar where the octopuses are. You'll see it clearly, but there's a breakable brown block in the ground. Son of a biscuit. Alright. So this is on me. Like, this is part of why I was like, let's go for a guide, because I didn't even think about, hey, there's probably some, like, breakable blocks that I haven't been able to see. Funny how, we've talked about this a little bit before, but, like, you develop, habits when playing games like this, and then you just can't break those habits. Like, gotta pick up the coins, even though I know that I don't need to. Alright, so, yeah, I can't see that at all. That is actually clearer in the original. Man, okay. Slightly disagree with the original there. Where's this gonna take me? Oh, it takes me out. Okay, don't love that. Interesting to see the water upside down like that. Nope. We're stun locked. Alright, can I can't transform. What does this look like in the original? Okay, so just water, that weird looking, but, let's switch to Muramasa, I guess. We'll switch to Master Shield. Is legendary armor still the best choice? Is yes. Yeah. Okay. Assuming that down is where I need to go. Holy shit. Maybe we do switch over to Hades armor. Interesting. Come on, fellas. Alright, Hades armor, I'm still not sure what it actually does. Huh. Let's switch back to legendary armor. Don't love that I can accidentally pull them into me. Oh. Huh? Alright, well that actually was not hard at all. We did use up a potion, but that's fine. Oh, okay. Nope, nope. Alright, so that's Lion Man. Earned the title. Let's take a gander at what's next. We've got Hawkman. We know where Q-Man's is. I'm putting that one off. Mouseman Charm will be in the underground area. To get there, break the brown blocks to the left of the windmill and go underwater. Yep, you can now go left until you see 4 holes. Run up against a wall between the little gap in the bottom screen. Enter the unknown area. These instructions here are not super clear, but we got this. I guess I should switch back to this one just so that we know we're gonna need to switch. Alright, so not here. One of these. Not there. It's kind of funny how just how many times I've done this and still just. Alright, so is it here? Yes. Hold on, I kind of want to. That doesn't look any like that's literally indistinguishable in the original. So, all right. Alright. We don't have any thunder, which kind of sucks, because thunder would be great for this. But we've got arrows. Let's see. Legendary sword would be a better choice. Knight shield would be a better choice. Oh, no. Crystal shield would be a better choice. I kind of feel like I need to just like sprint through these because No, I fucked it. Oof. Gosh, this is probably going to take me some doing. At least that guy drops a thingus. Not totally sure what the deal is with the golden ghost. No, you're joking. Nope, that was the worst time to do that. Alright, well, at least we're full health. You're joking. I just straight up just like missed the input. Oh. I don't know. I don't have an answer. All right. The slightiness of the character definitely... It's one of those things where, like, it shouldn't be as big of an issue as it is. It's very predictable, you know? Like, there's no... I knew I was gonna have a problem there. Like, the slidiness is totally predictable. Like, you know how slidey the character is. That little bit of loss of control is just so devastating. Good news is that between our armor and our shield, we're taking next to no damage. Yeah, that was foolish of me. Nope, we do have to come from beneath, I think. Okay, self. I don't know why I messed up that input. No, too early. I'll get it eventually. Just abandoning that boomerang to its fate, I guess. You can tell I'm getting tired of doing this, because I'm making easily avoided, like, just rushing things mistakes. Which, of course, is causing the whole thing to take longer. Alright, so I think... Oh, I chickened out. That's bad. That's bad. Yep. Interesting that one of the blue bits didn't respawn. Alright, so I think I need to jump a little bit later than that. One of the other things that makes the character feel like it's not totally in your control is the way that you can get, like, chain bounced by enemy attacks. Like, you can get, like, sort of pinballed, and while that's happening, you don't really have any input. Like, you can sort of guide yourself, but not really. We did it. All right. Well, I hate that. key we needed. How do you do this? I actually don't know how to do this. Okay. Oh, please tell me that's it. We did it! Mouseman Stone. Ugh, that was more effort than I wanted it to be. Alright, and that means that the only one left is Human Stone, right? As far as I'm thinking of. Because, alright, let's just run through the list. Got this one in the desert area. Got this one just now. Got this one at the beach. Got this one also at the beach, underwater. We got this one at the far end of the fire area. And so, yeah, now the only one left is this. It is kind of confusing that we're missing 2 pieces of equipment. Because I'm guessing that the charm goes towards getting us either a sword or a shield, which means that we're just, like, missing another thing. Let's, alright, before we do this, actually, let's just check. I want to just go to this little shop over here. Double check that he doesn't... Oh! Okay. Okay, so I'm glad I did this. So I'm guessing that doing the human section gets us the shield. The charms are from the stones that we got as the different forms. That kind of... that makes sense. So, cool. Striped, stock up on magical items. What? This game is so cryptic sometimes. What? Stock up on magical items. I mean, it's got great attack. 250. Stock up on magical items. Do we think it just makes magical items hit harder? That's kind of what I'm gonna assume. I mean, he says stock up, but it's not like we can purchase them. Alright. Same attack as that, so no reason not to use Gallic Sword here. 130. Yeah, no reason not to use that. Alright, so yeah, we're already as good as we're gonna get. God, I wish there was a way I could break these things. We're off to a terrible start. I might rage quit out on the first bid. Oh my god. Alright, Alright, we're gonna step outside. We'll walk over to the nice lady. We get a full heal, which has gone up in price again. It must be that I'm thinking that the pricing of the heal is determined by the completeness of your inventory. Well, shit. Fucking do it. Alright. I'm trying to, like, get her to... We're gonna go back to the nice lady and try that again. I think I had the right idea of bounce to the stone and then turn around. I just didn't push back against the incoming fireball quite enough. Conservative with my... I don't know why I jumped in. Alright. You know what? No. No. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all are gonna watch me get just like progressively more angry at this, and as far as I can tell, like I'm not seeing any indication that there's any actual benefit to doing this. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna return to title. We're gonna look at the gallery and just like enjoy some of this lovely art and then end the series. So cool key art. Very cute. Are those donuts? No, they're coins. Also very cute. It is interesting. So, like, the ninjas feel out of place. I imagine that would be a lot less true if you were a native of Japan. But, like, for us, like, orcs and ghosts are very normal. Ninjas are very like specific to Japan, so it makes the ninja feel a little out of place here, but that's just what the game is. It does also kind of just highlight how few enemies there are in this game. Like looking at this, like that's almost every kind of enemy right there. Nurse doing the classic thing every dentist do. And that blue potion. The boy and the dragon. Cool. This must be kinda early in concept development, because it's not quite any of these designs' final shapes. Yeah, like look at how the lizard here has like a nose horn that isn't present on the final design. Lion Man looks similar, but just like slightly different like design. Mouse Man's pretty close to the final one, though the colors are different. Obviously the human is quite different. It looks like Piranha Man doesn't have his like anglerfish thingy yet. Birdman, pretty close. So like this must have been like early key art, and then this is like final key art, and they're just playing around with the logo sign. So that's fun. Yeah, and here we can see the true like final key art stuff, where we've got the various enemies. Not quite every enemy, but pretty close. I love that. So these must be developments of that cutscene early in the game. Love that. And here we're seeing some character design development. The iterations on like the shading of the shield, the different mouse shapes there. Fun. Yeah. Okay, so we can really see that sort of in between one there, where the angler thing turns it into a fin and then they turn it back. We're gonna make it more. I don't really even know how to describe it with the lips. Yeah, a lot of variations on this. I'm glad that they stuck with the green hair. That was the right choice. And you can see the variations with the nose horn and stuff. Cool shape. Cheese knife, that would have been pretty funny. Interesting to see these like weapon variants coming through, because like the originals were such like there's so few pixels to work with that like the swords are all going to end up looking pretty similar. But like the Piranha Man ultimately ending up with like the hole in his sword, not present here, which is interesting. I do like the eye designs here. Like all of these eye designs really are pretty good. Ultimately, this one is kind of a safe option, I'd feel like, compared to some of these. Like the one in the bottom left there feels really distinctive to me. But this one's a really like, you're not gonna go wrong with this eye design. Interesting. And look at her, how this design right here feels so much more expressive. That might be mostly because of the posing, but I don't know. Those eyes feel like they're saying more than some of the other eye designs. Boss iteration stuff. Really see how the original really was just like, hey, we've got a sprite and we need to like redraw it in these different variants, because you get like, you know, the very like clear like foot pose there. So then in the final version that we get in the HD version, very different iterations. Like it doesn't, the pose feels the same, but the shapes don't. So it doesn't feel like a trace over, you know? Interesting. I don't really understand how you were supposed to beat the Daimyo Dragon other than get Muramasa and kill him that way. Look at the Dapper Cain variant there. That's fun. Yeah, so like basically here's all the enemies. Interesting. I don't have a ton to say here. The headcanon one's kind of weird. Did we ever see the spark with the variant? Oh, you know, can't even see it. Underneath my camera there was the spark variants. The fourth one, I don't think we ever saw. A lot of personality in these. I get why they went with variant, I guess, 2 of the ninjas. The variant, sort of variant 1, sort of variant 2. Variant 3 there is pretty cute. I would have enjoyed that a lot. Logical. Badass. I do kind of wish that we got more, like, actual conversation. I know that wasn't part of the original game, so, like, of course we didn't, but... The story of this game is pretty light. I hadn't noticed before that his head has wings as well as back. That's fun. So many fun details here that, like, you don't notice in the moment, but when you go back and you really look at them, you're like, wow. Like, I don't know. Like, Vampire Dragon here having the same sort of, like, I don't know what to even call them. Underwater protrusion things, the fin, or I don't know what to call them. Fishy things off the side of his head. Walk cycle, death animation, mouse run cycle. This raises an interesting, like, animation problem where sometimes you'll make a really good animation, but then you'll realize, hey, there's an element that's really distracting. So, like, the sword going up and down like that really grabs your attention because it's a lot of movement, and it might actually be too much movement. So even though it's a, like, more eye-catching animation, that might not be wrong for the game, and you might be better off going with a more conservative, the sword upright kind of motion. Yeah, same thing here, where him moving the sword back and forth makes a lot of sense, but it's really distracting. Him dragging it behind is less distracting and does also convey a bit more weight, which is good. Is that the animation that played when we got... When did this play? Did this play? I don't... Huh. Middle animation. Walk cycles for enemies, cool. You can see here how, like, a few key poses go a long way. Like, a lot of these are just, like, 4 frames long. Color blocking, good. Color blocking is really important because it helps you tell, like, what needs smearing, where are lines potentially, like, fighting themselves. Very cool. I love this. Honestly, I kind of think this is a stronger image than this. Like, this is more dramatic, but this has more of the world in it. I don't know. Still got the early Lizard Man version here. Fun. Really, you can really see them, like, honing in on where they're gonna go with it. This looks great. Wow. It's hard to describe to people how much iteration game development takes. Like, you make stuff, you draw stuff, you lay out levels, and then you have to redo it later. Like, there's just a lot that gets discarded. Like, this is a lovely image, but it's not a good gameplay image. There's too much contrast here. Stuff's getting lost. It's hard to see the flames versus your character versus the enemy. The sun here is really distracting. Like, this is the stronger of these 3 variants. Even though this is lovely, this is also very lovely. Like, this is not as good as this. This one's got better contrast. You can tell what's going on better. This one's better still. The background is the background. So even though this is a more colorful and, like, richer image, it's better as a still image, not as a playable scene. This is a better playable scene. Is this where... I think this is the spot where the hidden healing station was ultimately ended up being. Well, this is interesting. So this is a transformation room. Kind of feel like this is a stronger image than what we ultimately ended up with. Interesting. Also, it feels like this lizard man's a little chunkier than the one that we ultimately ended up with. Got concept sketches, cool. So boss arena concept sketches, I think. Yeah, and you can see the process here where they've like laid in like gameplay stuff. But you've got these really like right angle-y bits. Then you can see the concept artist figuring out like, all right, how am I going to make the image that I'm trying to come up with align with the actual gameplay. Kind of don't want to play these because I think I'll get copyright struck. So there we go. Our Wonder Boy bonus episode in the bag. Kind of hate that I had to look up where things were, but also I'm not mad that I did because I would not have found those in any reasonable amount of time. Really annoyed at that human jump sequence. I'm sure I could get it eventually, but it would take me a while to like make my stupid hands do it, and good chance we'd die a few times because we're taking a lot of damage in that. I think that's one of my biggest things is it's not just that you do like you make a mistake and don't like clear the puzzle. You make a mistake and like if you do like 3 mistakes, you need to back out and heal. Like that's to me the bigger problem. Also the fact that getting back out is such a pain in the butt. Ugh. I get it. I understand that like the original game was that way and they couldn't like just like rewrite how the old game had the old challenge, but yeah, there we go. A programmer plays Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap. Very fun game. I did enjoy this. I wish there was like a bit more Metroidvania to it. Ultimately the areas, like you've got your village from which you've got these different paths branching off, but the paths themselves are actually pretty linear. Like none of the dungeons were like Zelda dungeons, right? Like they were all essentially just like, here's a level. The level will like zigzag, but ultimately like the pyramid one looks complicated the first time you look at it. But ultimately, it's just a back and forth until you get to the top. It's literally a corridor. Same thing for the ghost ship, like, or the underwater ship, whatever. It's literally a corridor that goes back and forth a few times. Daimyo Temple, it's a corridor. So the game, it does a good job of hiding how linear it is. Probably the least linear area is the beach, just because like you got the multiple levels going up and down. But yeah, ultimately very fun. Playing the different forms is really fun, and we did eventually get Monster Boy out of this, which is a true Metroidvania, with more like exploration and backtracking and stuff. This one obviously had a lot of backtracking to find all the secrets and taking advantage of the forms to get through areas easier. Though they really didn't lean into that too much. Like, we basically didn't reuse Lizard Man once we had access to Mouse Man, because the other forms were just better at stuff than Lizard Man was. But yeah, fun game. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time watching the series, and I'll see you in the next series very, very soon. Until then, bye.